Hi guys, good morning. This is Obinjeo. How you all doing? So I'm going for my early morning walk. Guys, you won't believe it's around 7:15 and the sun is out. It's very hot. It actually rained in the night, and around early dawn it was kind of cold, but the sun is out, so I have to be fast to get back home. But anyways, one of the things I want to talk about for this video is loneliness when you are living in a country, when you are living in a place whereby you don't have your own family members and friends. People really don't talk about the loneliness that is in Ghana because they just feel maybe it's an African country or whatever. You only get to talk about, or rather, you only get to hear about loneliness when people say they go out of Africa. But I want to let you know that there is loneliness here in Ghana, irrespective of the fact that Ghana is an African country, and of course Ghana is close to Nigeria. There's loneliness because the truth is that you've left family members, you've left friends, and you've come into a country whereby you do not know anybody, and the struggle for survival is real. So you are there trying to settle and make ends meet, and trying to make ends meet is not as easy as it is because you are struggling to get a business that will make it for you. Remember I told you that there are jobs here, but for you, that immigrant, your chances of getting a job is very slim. I'm looking for where I could stand, where I could get shade. It's kind of hot. Okay, so there's shade somewhere here. So honestly speaking, you're trying to get a job, you're trying to settle your business so that at least you can be getting something that will be putting food on the table for you, and then you have this business that you are struggling, you are really struggling to settle in it, because the mindset you might have had from home is that when you come here you're going to be able to do business and you are just going to get it even. Forget it, my dear. When you come here, that's when you see the truth for yourself and realize that even as you were thinking that you would start a business and under 6 months it will pick up, sweetheart, the way it's difficult back home is the way it's difficult here. So you are settled with all of that, and then you go out, come back every day, you don't have anyone to talk to. Let's assume you even have a spouse here, but your spouse also goes out, comes back in the evening. There's really nothing to talk about because you guys are both tired, and you're thinking of how tomorrow will be. You have kids, they are small, they can't have the same conversations with you. Now I know that we have Nigerians here in Ghana, but the truth is that in as much as there are Nigerians here in Ghana, you know the thing about friendship, what is the likelihood that you would find someone that you and that person will click? What is it? And to tell you the fact, I have come across one too many Nigerian ladies here, but we don't click, we don't gel, because all of us here have our individual reasons for being in Ghana, and friendship is not the top on the list because you don't have that luxury of time. And maybe because we are quite more mature than when we were back home, a lot of people are a bit wary about friends. So what do? We just keep to ourselves, stay at home and do the things that we find that will give us joy. And what are those things? What are those things that you do? You see that every day we are all on our phones, on Facebook, Instagram. So there's a shop here. Let me just sit down. I've walked for about 30 minutes before I decided to make this video, because while I was walking I was just thinking of tomorrow is Saturday. What am I going to do? My laundry, make my daughters their hair, and perhaps go through their homework with them. And I just realized I don't have that one friend that I could put a call through to chat with. Every time I want to talk about things with friends, I have to call maybe one person in Nigeria, call my sisters, or that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there are people who do not have friends here in Ghana as immigrants, but what I'm saying is, the vast majority of us are facing loneliness. Even when we have friends, we have loneliness, because there is that thing about you having a friend, but you can't confide, you know in that friend, because you are afraid. Are you going to be hearing your secret from outside? You get that thing? But aside even having friends with with Nigerians, having friends with Ghanaians. Now, there are Nigerians who have friends with Ghanaians, but let me tell you the truth. 90% of Ghanaians are wary of Nigerians. They are wary of Nigerians, and this is boiled back to the image or the perception that they have about us. So you could have a Ghanaian friend as a lady, but there is this distance in your friendship, so that at the end of the day there is still this loneliness. I'm not saying that you as an individual you are a bad person, but there is this mindset about Nigerians here, so that if a Ghanaian wants to be friends with you, he or she is still being wary. So you get what I'm saying? So we deal with loneliness here on a daily basis. We deal with being on our own on a daily basis. But what do? We kick up, we move on, and we get going, because that is just life. So if anybody tells you that, oh, coming to Ghana here they are not faced with loneliness, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's loneliness, and it is this loneliness that has pushed a number of people into friendships that at the end of the day they regret. And I'm telling you for a fact, a number of girls, because of Nigerian girls, a number of foreigners here in Ghana, because they don't want to face that loneliness, they start they get into relationships that, I'm sorry to say, is the undoing of their life. Well, for those of us who are married, what can we do? We soak ourselves in housework. We soak ourselves body and soul into our business, into our family, and we only pray that we don't break down. Because let me tell you the truth, I'm always telling the truth here. Sometimes you need to unwind, you need to relax. I go through my phone and I don't see that one friend that I said let me go and relax with. I don't see that one friend that I'll say let me go spend some time with. I really don't see that one friend, because I am very, very particular about friendship. I'm very particular about the people that I spend my time with. I'm very particular about what I'm doing, because I keep saying I don't want to do something that at the end of the day I will cry, I would regret, and all of that. Guys, guess what? There's a rainbow. Let me show you. It's a beautiful sight. I told you guys that it rained last night up until the early hours of the morning. So there's a rainbow. There's a rainbow. Oh guys, so that's just it. So if you're a foreigner here, how do you deal with loneliness? How do you deal with not having friends? Or is it just me? Is it just me who doesn't have friends? Or sometimes I even ask myself, am I uptight? See, and this is not a case of you don't go out, my dear. See, the truth is that everybody's hustling. Everybody's looking for ways to make money. See, I think I want to look at it this way. Times have changed. It's not like before. I remember growing up, you see your parents' friends visiting, you see your parents visiting. I don't know whether I would look at it with the way the economy was that time. I don't know, but it's not like that now. Okay, so even the places that they say go, you are most likely to make friends. Number one, church. Let me tell you, it's a lie. There's competition in church, girls. There is competition. So you could go to church with the aim of course, you're going there for the word of God, and also you are going there socialization. Let me tell you guys, there is competition in church, there is sizing up. People now size each other up in church, as in, how you dressed today? Are you smearing? Are you reeking of money? You know, that kind of thing. Where again, club. Of course, when you go to club, you are going to club away. So most likely, no, I'm not a club person. Okay, I'm just saying you already have your group of friends, and where again, school runs. Most times in Ghana here, except if the school is having an occasion, which is a once in a while thing, most kids go to school via school bus, and the ones who do not go to school via school bus maybe are old enough to go on their own, or let's even assume those ones that their parents do take them to school, they drop them and off they go, they pick them and off they go. So there's no time for socialization. Everything I'm saying here except clubbing, I have tried it. I have tried it. I have tried making friends in church, and it didn't work out. I'm just hoping I'm not the one who has that issue. As for school runs, I don't know, that factor of you not being a Ghanaian, or is it that because I don't speak the local language? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. But then again, Ghanaians speak English. Forget the fact that they say their English is different from ours. We understand ourselves when we speak. So I do not know. So if there's anybody out there that is looking for a friend, see, there's an available spot here. And let me just let you guys know, I'm not judgmental. I'm highly opinionated, okay? I don't judge, but I'm highly opinionated. That is to tell you that I have my opinions about certain issues, irrespective of whatever your issues are, or sorry, your opinions are. I don't force my opinions on people. I respect individuals. I respect you for your beliefs. I respect you for whatever it is that is you, that makes you you. What again? See, I'm not someone who is into, what I call it, malicious gossip and all of that, because I understand that all of us are different. I know I'm ranting, right? It's a rant today, so I just said let me come and ask you guys, how are you all dealing with loneliness here in Ghana? Or maybe I'm the only one who is dealing with this loneliness. I do not know. Or maybe is it because I have daughters that I have ages that I can chat with? I don't know. But if you are dealing with loneliness here in Ghana, please do let me know as a foreigner. Or if you are a Ghanaian here who is also dealing with that loneliness stuff, do let me know. Perhaps we could, get to meet with each other and see if we can build friendship. Now, when I'm talking about friendship, good morning, my dear. When I'm talking about friendship, you should look at me. I'm not a small girl. I'm not looking for friendship that do not have meaning. I'm looking for, friendship that we are talking about business, we are talking about growth, we are talking about, development. I'm looking for people who can say, have you taken this personal development course? Have you done this skill to, upgrade yourself? What are your plans for your kids? Those kind of stuff, and everything that has to do with that. I'm looking for those kind of friendship. I'm not looking for friendship of you get what I'm talking about. So guys, that's basically it, and thank you for coming to this my rant session, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you another day when my heart is heavy and I got to rant. So bye.